Georgia Republican political consultant and former Visalia, Georgia First Baptist Church volunteer Jim Collins was sued this week for allegedly forcing boys to perform sex acts and videotaping it. One victim, Matt Stanley, he's filed a lawsuit against Collins for abuse that occurred between 1996 and 2002 while attending First Baptist Church. Now, Stanley is accusing Collins of instructing boys to perform, quote, individual sex acts both privately and in a group setting. He was allegedly a chaperone at this church going on these trips with these boys and out-of-town trips. And the allegations against him are heinous. 50 victims in all. They're calling them does. Matt Stanley is the first to step forward, giving out his official name, not using a pseudonym. What do you make of this? You know, this seemingly nice guy with these heinous charges against him.
Yeah, sadly, this is not the first time we've seen this story happen more than once, unfortunately. And is he the only one filing this lawsuit so far, and he's only citing the other cases?
Well, the suit names 50 other boys that don't want to be listed. He's the only victim that's actually using his real name. His attorney, you know, cites him by name, and that makes him a hero to me because he's refusing to be bullied any further than he's been. Here's the kicker for me with this story. So the church, under current Georgia law, the organizations, they can't be sued along with them. And the official church statement, take a listen to their statement here and let me know what you think about it. They say, Mr. Stanley failed to come forward to church leadership or anyone else with any allegations until nearly a decade after the alleged abuse ended. Despite Mr. Stanley's decision not to report the alleged abuse to police, the church has cooperated fully with the authorities as they have investigated claims against Mr. Collins. Despite the lack of any criminal prosecution against the accused, the church forced him to resign for any volunteer position with the church and forbade him from having any contact with any youth member of the church. It sounds like to me they're protecting their own ass. They don't care about Matt Stanley or any of these other victims. They understand they can't be sued anyway. It's about image at this point for them.
And it's conflicting because if they're saying, well, this guy took too long to actually come forward, but regardless that there's no criminal investigation or charges, we are gonna fire him. So it's like either you stand by him because there's no criminal investigation, or you don't stand and you just want to clear your hands of the issue. It's incredible how these organizations sometimes they don't follow the rules that they are supposed to be built upon. Like, find those who need help and support them, and now they're just pushing both of them. Either, you know, till this story develops and we know exactly the facts, both of them, they got a kick in the ass by the church.
Right. Well, that's what it sounds like to me too. And this church leadership coming forward and saying, you know what, we didn't know, but just FYI, Matt Stanley, you should have come and told us about it. So that rubbed me the wrong way. I want to point out that according to LinkedIn, Mr. Collins, his profile, the alleged perpetrator in this case, it says that he's currently employed with CSG International. It's a software consulting firm. His bio also says that I Squared Communications. He calls himself a top political advisor and strategist for the new Senate Majority Leader Tommy Williams. Mr. Williams, you might want to get him off of your payroll if he's on your payroll, sir. And it also indicates that he managed the campaigns for several of the Capitol's new South Georgia incumbents. So a laundry list of politicians are going to want to be washing their hands of this man very soon with this lawsuit pending.
You know, it's hard because you can't blame it on the politicians for the actions of this guy, but at the same time, you have due diligence to know and keep tabs on the people that you seek advice from.
That's true. I mean, they're not culpable or responsible for Jim Collins and his actions, but at the same time, what does that say that you can have a pedophile so close to you in your inner circle and not pick up on any cues? You'd really either have to A, not know a lot about the person or be out of touch. I mean, either one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we saw it with the case with Jared Fogle, where it's very hard to believe that the top executives of Subway didn't have any knowledge whatsoever of some behavior that was going on. I think a little bit, so maybe some people might just want to look away.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what you think about this story about Jim Collins, a Georgia GOP consultant, and the crimes leveled against him. Also about this victim and the church's role. Let us know what you think about their statement. Should they be sued under Georgia law for negligence, since a lot of the times this was happening under the roof of that church? Let us know what you think about this story. While you're at it, be sure to check out the rest of our channel, and of course subscribe to the Lip TV for more.